welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today we are on a track, and it's a track built by me, using the track editor. I built it because I wanted to test vehicles all in the same way. Of course I could have used the automation, the Hirochi speedway, but I wanted to create a circuit that I liked, with some obstacles, with some tricky sections, and things I would find interesting. First of all, I'm going to do a slow lap around the track to show what this is all about. So, let's start. I chose a Covet because it's a slow vehicle, so I can explain everything better. So you start, you have this right turn, easy, followed by this left corner banked on the outside, so you have to be careful not to fall off. Then there are these cones, you have to slow down and pass between them, so if you go fast, you better be careful. And now here is a tricky section, so you have to slow because there is a small bump, and this tricky slalom, this chicane, and with bumps and stuff like that, and then on the exit of this corner you have on the outside an obstacle, so then you have these cylinders, you have to slow down to slalom, and slow a lot, because the last cylinders are way closer to each other than the first, and then you have this banked corner, easy, no problem. I already did some damage to my Covet, but not much. Then you have a nice straight, and then this high steep left hand corner, so that can cause some vehicles to stall, so you better be careful. And then this ribbon section, it's easy if you can stay in the middle. With slower vehicles is easier, and with faster you have to be careful, or if you have damage. And now after this you have to go slow, otherwise you will have airtime and you don't want it before the ringed corner that has the rings for a psychological effect. And now here you have a steep downhill section going a little to the left, so you have to be careful with understeering. And then this chicane, but if you can get it right you can go pretty fast. And then after this left corner, you have this bump here that can upset some vehicles. And then you have to get aligned with this small jump, so you do get a nice landing. And then you have to brake here, so you don't want airtime, because we have another steep downhill, where you have to start brake a bit earlier, because you don't want to lock the brakes and fall down, because you get quite high speed. And now here, for the final section, you have a lot of big corner. You don't have to cut them, you can't cut them, otherwise the vehicles will flip. And then you have this small bump that can upset some vehicles, others are affected, some aren't affected. And this is the finish line. So this was a lap around my track. Anyway, now let's do the first time attack. The first real contender of the track is the Ibishu Pessima 2.0 GTZ. So let's see how it handles the track. Let's see. It's an all-wheel drive, so I shouldn't have much problems in uphill sections. Let's see. Here, pretty fast, so I do have to remember to brake a little bit more and earlier, especially. Okay, here, but I see it handles better than the Covet, of course. Anyway, let's brake a lot here, because I don't want a lot of airtime, just... okay, a small crunch, but I don't see damage. Perfect. The cube, no problem. And now the slalom between the cylinders. Okay, slow. Perfect. Perfect. That was really smooth. Now the banked corner and the straight after. This is probably the easiest section if you don't have damage. Okay, let's see the steep left corner. Okay, I overshot a little bit because I locked the brakes. That wasn't very good. Now the ribbon section. No problem whatsoever. Nice, Pessima. Now slow down at about 70 km per hour, because I don't want airtime before this corner. Perfect. This is an easy corner. It's just psychological fear with those rings. And now, yeah, I overshot this corner. One of my fears. I always do that. Okay, now this chicane, pretty easy. Tap on the brakes, because I don't want to overshot this. That can cut you out sometimes. Oil pan damage, okay. first jump perfect. Now slow down a little bit, so get a small amount of airtime. Okay, I don't care about the oil because I just have to do one lap. Okay, nice. Keep it under control. Slow down. Okay, not the best. Now this 180 degrees corner to the left and then this huge to the right. Let's go. The bump. It made me overshot a little bit the corner. And then the finish line. So, our first contender did it in 2 minutes, 8 seconds and 2088. 288, sorry. I will have a leaderboard outside after the video, so we can keep track of all the vehicles that take part in this time attack. But I think for this video is all. I hope you like this track and my idea. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.